Hello folks. Now in this video we will be doing a quick revision as I had already given enough time on the setup one. So let's do this quickly. So here you can see this is a turncoat area, okay, where market had taken resistance multiple time on this zone, like went here, sell, went here, sell, went here, sell, and then finally it's given a breakout. So this is a zone from where this is a leg, this is a impulse, right? It's the whole impulse you can see. So when you draw the impulse, you can also see compare in the 15-minute whether you had drawn the right impulse or not. Let's say if you somebody drawn like this, so here you can see it's not looking right, it's not looking perfect. Okay, so you have to drag it like this up to here. So this is a impulse, right? So what we will be doing, this turncoat zone and our Fibonacci zones will be going to coincide with each other, going to reside within each other. Okay, so here I'm going to draw the Fibonacci and here is my golden zone. It's not a rule always the golden zone is falling inside, but it should be near. Okay, so here you see my 50 to 60% zone is one entry is here and another entry at 70% is here, right? So perfect example, right? Now, so this is the point when the market will come falling down. We are in uptrend. How to decide the trend? Using the market structure in 15 minutes. So in the 15-minute it's very much clear we are in uptrend. We are breaking the highs, we are breaking the swing highs, you see, and protecting the lows. That's why we are in uptrend, so we will look for a buy opportunity. Okay, so it came down to our zone and made the first bullish candle inside the zone. So as soon as the first bullish candle is made, you have to wait 1 minute in order to make it complete. Okay, so when the first bullish candle is completed, here I will be buying one lot, and at 70% level, means this, here I will be buying one more lot, right? So my average will be somewhere between this and this, like between almost 65% will be my average. And here my entry is done at this level. Stop loss, right? Stop loss is at this level, and obviously you don't need it's very hard to get the stop loss, it's on, it will not hit stop loss all the time. Okay, but like our risk reward, right, which we are working, plus the accuracy is more, so in long run definitely we are going to not only close in green, we are going to grow our account very fast. Okay, so this is our initial stop loss, which is at this level, and this is our target, this is our T1. So this is my T1, you see, and this is my entry somewhere here, and here you see I got my T1 hit. So as soon as the T1 is achieved, I will clear out one lot here, and either you can follow trailing stop loss at this point, or you can trail for, let's say I booked one lot at this point, so I had booked almost 330 points. In option it could be somewhere around 150 points, right? So I booked one lot here. Okay, and then you can either trail like on swing, or let's say it hit your target here, then it made this swing, then this swing, then this swing, then this swing, like in this swing, like, right? So this is how you will keep trailing on swings. Okay, every swing you will be trailing, and somewhere here you would be exiting out if you a swing miss. I'm not gonna like give more emphasis on this because already explained. So this is a type 1 trader, and type 2 trader will do what? As soon as T1 achieved, he will wait for T2 for this 600 mega point. So if you are an intraday trader, then you have you are not going to take this position up to the next day. You will simply wait for the same day to get your T2 done, and if not hitting your T2, then whatever you are getting by end of the day, just you just exit from there, and also try to protect your T1. Okay, means if you are trailing, right, let's say you are waiting for T2 and market is not going to hit your T2 today, is you will understand by 3 p.m. okay, and you are feeling, right, market is coming down, then you can book T2 also at the same level. Okay, I do not recommend to hold the position overnight if it is an option. If it is a future, go ahead, you can do that, but in option I generally do not recommend. Okay, So here you see we got 600 point, 600 point, right? It's a great momentum, right? If you can capture in, if I talk about bank nifty in option, if you can capture, it's not a 600 is not in option. In option it could be somewhere around 300 to 350 point, but in option, right, if you can capture 600 to 1000 point in a month, you are doing great actually. Okay, so this is one setup which we had got. Okay. Okay, so here is one more example I would like to show you. Probably this trade, this is not good for an option buyer, but it's very good for a future trader in this case. For example, here you see multiple times support we have taken, and finally we had broken this area. Okay, so finally we had broken this area, so now here our setup activates. Let me draw the Fibonacci on these areas. You see, so multiple time we tested right here. This is the area, like multiple, you see. So this is the 1 minute chart we can see, and finally we given a strong break to the downside in 1 minute chart. And yep, here we are. So what we will be doing here is our golden zone, like this is, 1 second, I had selected something wrong. Yes, this is our golden zone. Okay, and there is our 70% level. So market came to our golden zone, and here will be my first lot entry at 10 a.m. as an, even as an option buyer, definitely I have to cut it on the same day. I cannot carry as an option buyer. It's not recommended as an option buyer to carry something. Okay, so here you see we can take an entry here, and my stop loss will be somewhere here. Okay, so why we are, see, in stop loss, right? Our stop loss is very secure. If it stop loss is gone, means it will only go. So here see, the stop loss is very very high. So you also have to see whether I can trade this or not. Okay, if your stop loss is this high, just think, either you can trade in out of the money as an option buyer, or leave it, simply leave it. If you are a future trader and you can see this much of stop loss is there, then definitely the target, right, is also very big, rewarding, right? 700 800 point target is there, right? So definitely it's a big reward versus the risk, right? So if you see as an option buyer this risk is not in budget, leave it. Definitely you have to leave the trade. Okay, no need to put unnecessary risk. Since our risk is in very safe place, right? It's one of the safer place. You will not be part of vessel hunting because we are choosing the ratios, right? It will go, but it will not hit the stop losses. But yes, here you see, since as an option buyer, you have to close it somewhere here by end of the day. So 231 point means almost 200 point, means almost 100 point you can get in option this day. And in the future you can easily get 200 point by the end of the day. In future you can hold also, because in future I don't think there is an issue with holding. Okay, because the market will not give a very much very big impact in in future market compared to the options, right? It will be directly going for out of the money, in the money, to out of the in the money, because of such volatile openings, right? So here you can see, but anyway, taking the trade to the next day is only recommended when you do not have a lot size which can cause a lot injury to your demat account. It should be limited lot only you can carry forward in futures, but in options not recommended. Even in futures not recommended. Okay, it need experience to hold it, and extreme risk reward. But overall you see our setup, right? In intraday we gone 300 point. Okay, not able to clear the targets in intraday, but yes, if you had holded, it's easily given you 700 plus point, the target. But why I given this example, if such scenario occurs, you seeing the risk is extreme, 300 point means out of the money will even go for 100 or 150 points SL. So if it's going like this, leave the trade. You should not supposed to go beyond the risk limit. You should never go beyond the risk limit, as it's out of your capacity. Okay, okay, let me show you some more example. Here is one more example. You see this is one example. So this is also turncoat area. You see this one. Second. Hmm. Okay, so we are here in the turncoat area. And what kind of turncoat it is? This is turncoat resistance. Also, you have to draw the Fibonacci in such cases, right? Whenever when market is coming back to the turncoat. So from here in 1 minute chart, you see this is a strong move to the downside. So I will able to draw Fibonacci like this. Okay, like this. And here you see this is our golden zone falling extremely far, right? So that's that's the reason I taken this example. Here you see our golden zone is extremely far from our turncoat zone, so this trade is not recommended. As I told you, your golden zone should be always near to this. You can adjust your Fibonacci in such a way. The trick is adjust your Fibonacci in such a way your golden zone fall near to this. So this golden zone is not recommended. We will not trade this golden zone. And if you had traded, you see next day was a gap. So how to do this? Very simple. Turncoat, there is no issues in drawing. But if somehow I can draw the golden zone like this, let me go back like this, you see. And here is my golden zone. Then it's in budget. Then it's fine. Why? Because my golden zone and my golden zone and my turncoat are near to each other. Still, some people might draw this like this. Okay, in both scenarios you will be getting your results, no doubt. So some people might be drawing like this. So this is looking more perfect, right? This is looking more perfect. Okay, you see. Now you see, when the market comes to this area, what is the stop loss if you draw like this? Stop loss is coming, like your average will be somewhere here in between. So stop loss is coming 1000 point. Target is coming 2000 point. Can you trade it an intraday? Impossible. Impossible. We cannot trade. Had we achieved the target? Definitely. You see, there is no doubt we had achieved the target. T1 is cleared. Then with the trailing stop loss, if you follow the trailing stop loss, you got your T2 here. And if you follow, cost to cost method, then it will be a cost to cost for another half. But was trade in our favor? Yes, definitely trade was in our favor. But was it worthy to take this trade? Definitely no. This is not worthy to take this trade. The reason is very simple. This trade is extremely far from here. Okay, so that's the reason, right? You have to make sure the Fibonacci and this, if the risk reward is not coming to your favor, you should not trade this. But yes, definitely it's going to work. So here is the setup one. Okay, here is the limitation of the setup one. Now what is the limitation? The limitation is the stop loss, right? As an intraday trader, but as a swing trader, you can participate here. An extreme momentum you can get, right? It's all is I cannot say always, but yes, maximum time it's going to hit your target, right? T1 will be easily achieved. Like it's a very big target. If you had shorted at this point, it's 2000 point momentum just in 1 and 2 days. But maybe in intraday, it's not possible to achieve this target. So how to trade here? What is my setup number 2? okay, which help me here with this big stop loss limitation. So for this, I hope you are clear, right? With the setup one, some locations, right, it's advantage because we are going to have a very big targets, but stop losses are also big. If it is in range, I can go with a trade, but stop losses are getting bigger, right? Here the limitations comes for the setup one. That's the reason we need setup two in turn quote area in FBT zones, and we'll discuss.